usually what we try to do about this point in time is our atheist unsung hero.
Yep.
And I guess at this time we also say happy birthday to Madeline.
Yes, and Thomas Jefferson tomorrow, both.
Both of them are. Tomorrow's their birthday. Hopefully she's still alive out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So this is my unsung atheist hero or heroine of the week, and my pick for this week is Baron D. Holbach. Lived from 1723 to 1789. He was very outspoken in his writings, and perhaps for that reason he kept his name off of them. In an age when a young man was tortured and executed for failing to remove his hat when a religious procession passed, perhaps this was wisest. Baron D. Holbach attended a Dutch university, then settled in France, writing hundreds of scientific articles for Diderot's Encyclopedia. He translated English works by Toland, Collins, and Woolston, being careful not to list his own name as translator. In this way, many English free-thought books found a French audience. D. Holbach turned from translating free-thought books to writing them, using the names of deceased authors instead of his own. It was a wise choice, for one young man was placed in the pillory, branded, and then sentenced to 9 years on the galleys just for buying one of D. Holbach's books. Imagine what would have happened to the author had it been learned that he was alive. During the time of the deists, D. Holbach was an atheist. He envisioned a future in which the enlightened would rule and superstition would be forgotten. It was only after his death that he became known as the true author of his greatest works, including Christianity Unveiled, The Holy Disease, and The System of Nature. He is fondly known by historians of free thought as the father of militant atheism, and he died in 1789. We have a quote here. Quote, "Theology is but the ignorance of natural causes reduced to a system." That's Baron D. Holbach.
Excellent.
My pick of atheist unsung hero of the week.
Do you have a comment?
Oh, well, I meant to say something about the Big Bang. A lot of people like to set that aside as a religion, and the difference with that is based, well, he had mentioned that there's no proof. Depends on how picky you want to be about proof. Is the expanding universe considered proof? Is the background radiation, the echo of the Big Bang, proof? It's all how picky you want to be. I mean, personally, I think there is proof. There's plenty of proof, and I don't want to say that's the way it is for sure. Maybe we could be mistaken. But there's not much room for anything else.
Right, and he brought up when someone from the theocratic right there uses the word theory or whatever, it means something totally different. And scientific, a theory is something that they can use to base other assumptions on and then continue on. So it's like the theory of relativity. It's still considered a theory, but it's been proven hundreds of times, and we're getting new instruments and new measurements and everything else that Einstein didn't even have it available at his time. They're now proving his theory, from 50 years ago. So when we discuss the theory of Big Bang, that is a starting point to make other assumptions, like you say, the expanding universe, and whether or not we have enough mass to either do the big crunch. There's still controversy over that. So, it's not saying it's the absolute answer, but it's our best answer with the information that we have today. That theory might change tomorrow if we get new information, but that's what's so good about science.
And they're always going to be doing tests. The scientists try to disprove their own theories, because by around the year 2000, we're going to be putting up a lot more telescopes in space. They're going to be able to see near 90% of the way back to the Big Bang, because the light you're seeing has traveled for so long, you're actually seeing back in time. We're seeing further and further, and that's going to bring up many new things that will probably support it.